Hey friends! Today we are going to talk about something that affects every single one of us, and that is, you know what, life changes. Whether it's aging, career shifts, a new school, starting a family, menopause, or any transition that we go through, our bodies and minds are going through a lot, and that can be very stressful, especially when we really don't maybe feel like we know how to handle it, and there's a lot of options. We don't know what options to choose, and our bodies just aren't cooperating, right? Maybe we don't have the energy, we don't feel like we have the mindful capacity to be doing these things. I will tell you that, during the COVID years, it was a very challenging time for me. I had been rear ended 2 days in a row, believe it or not. I had some terrible back pain that lasted for a really long time after that, at the same time as being diagnosed with a brain tumor and, navigating menopause. And so my body felt different. Things were changing, and I didn't feel like I was in control. I didn't have the same energy, and it was a real struggle. I didn't feel like myself. But what really got me through that, besides, of course, the incredible support of my family and friends, was two things. And one of that was self compassion, um, you know, offering myself the same self compassion that I would have so easily offered to other people. And the second thing was to, but taking responsibility for my own health journey and advocating for myself, a real game changer. So to me, this is health esteem, that game changer that focusing on our health esteem makes you feel stronger, more confident, more connected, especially, when we're going through any sort of transition. So I want to answer three questions with this series. We'll talk about two of them today and one in the next video. So the first one is, what exactly is health esteem to me? And the next one is, why does it even matter right now? And then in the next video, we'll talk about how you can build it. 7 practical tips for building your health esteem. So first, what exactly is health esteem? Well, health esteem is about the value and priority that we place on our own health and well-being. It really shows up in our actions, our choices, our attitudes. And it's not just about physical health. It's about our mindset and our spiritual health, our bodies, and really prioritizing those nurturing ways of being for ourselves, right? Again, those actions, those choices, those attitudes. So why is it so important? Well, when we nurture our health esteem, we can really transform our relationship with our health and our bodies, right? Instead of seeing our bodies as something that needs to be fixed and fought against, we need to fight this, we need to fight that, we can start seeing it as a partner in our health journey. When things are happening in our bodies, they're just messages. Our bodies are trying to tell us something. And as we'll talk about later, the importance of health esteem is that we'll look at nurturing and preventing our bodies from even having to give us these messages, in the future. So shifting our perspective to really a nurturing and caring relationship with our body allows us to sort of interact with our health emotionally, mentally, rather than fixing. We're starting to make good choices. We're starting to really value our bodies, value our minds, value our spirits, and use those practices that are really nurturing and supporting our well-being, which allows us to sort of be proactive, preventative, rather than reacting. And should something come up, because it's life, things come up, rather than reacting and fixing, we're responding with, okay, what's the next step? What can we do now, in a calm manner, which I think is really key when it comes to our health. So think about what happens then with that mindset shift, where we're sort of partners with our bodies. Now we're becoming more curious. We're becoming more open to learning about our health and learning about our options, and talking to people and building a supportive network of people around us. And that helps us to feel more confident. And the confidence that we gain, well, not only does it flow into other areas of our lives, but it really will show up in the conversations that we're having with our healthcare providers as well. Um, and our conversations with ourselves around our health. But we'll feel more calm and comfortable in those other conversations. And so we're really, instead of feeling overwhelmed by the things that we want to do to nurture our own health and well being, or to, if there's a health crisis, to deal with the health crisis, we're feeling empowered to take control. And when that happens, everything changes, right? We're connected to our bodies, and once we're connected to our bodies, we have the opportunity to really experience a difference in our physical and emotional health. We can feel better about ourselves and our healing journeys, who we are, where we're heading. And our stress levels can drop because we feel like we have a little bit more control. And when our stress levels drop, all of that energy that was going into stressing about what do I need, what are the things, or what do I need to do because there's this crisis or whatever, all of that energy can go into healing or preventing or healing instead. So we're really nurturing ourselves both physically, mentally, and spiritually, right? So really, health esteem really encourages us to own our health journeys. Whether we're learning to advocate for ourselves with our healthcare providers, or discovering these self-care practices that help us feel good, that will make a huge difference to us. So I hope that was helpful to you. Please join me in the next video where we'll talk about 7 tips for building your health esteem. Thanks.